Breaking Bad is one of the most iconic TV shows of all time, and it all starts with an explosive first episode. Season 1, Episode 1, titled The Pilot, lays the groundwork for Walter White's incredible transformation from a mild-mannered chemistry teacher to a criminal mastermind. The episode opens with a bang, literally. Walter White is driving an RV in the desert, panicked and wearing nothing but his underwear. Two unconscious bodies are in the back, and the sound of sirens fills the air. Walter, visibly shaken, records a farewell message to his family, holding a gun and preparing for what seems like his final stand. This gripping sequence hooks viewers instantly and leaves us asking, how did Walter end up here? The story then rewinds to just weeks earlier, showing Walter's mundane life in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Walter is a 50-year-old high school chemistry teacher who's brilliant but stuck in a dead-end job. He's overqualified for his role and deeply unfulfilled. Financial pressures weigh heavily on him, forcing him to work part-time at a car wash where he endures constant humiliation, even from his students. Walter's family life adds another layer of stress. He's married to Skylar, who's pregnant with their second child, and they have a teenage son, Walt Jr., who has cerebral palsy. Despite his love for his family, Walter feels powerless and trapped. The episode paints a clear picture of a man living a life of quiet desperation, setting the stage for his drastic transformation. Walter's world collapses when he collapses, literally, at the car wash. After being rushed to the hospital, he's diagnosed with inoperable lung cancer. This shocking diagnosis comes out of nowhere. Walter doesn't smoke, making it a cruel twist of fate. The doctor tells him he has just months to live. Instead of breaking down, Walter keeps the news to himself. He doesn't tell Skylar or Walt Jr., but it's clear that the weight of his mortality is pushing him to re-examine his life. Walter begins to ask himself, what have I done with my time? What legacy will I leave for my family? This diagnosis acts as a catalyst for Walter's transformation. It's not just about dying, it's about dying without leaving behind a financial burden for his family. His desperation leads him to make choices he never would have considered before. This moment resonates with viewers because it taps into universal fears: fear of death, fear of failure, and fear of leaving loved ones behind unprotected. What would you do in Walter's shoes? Would you take risks to secure your family's future, even if it meant breaking the law? The story takes an unexpected turn during a family barbecue. Walter's brother-in-law, Hank Schrader, steals the spotlight with his boisterous personality. Hank is a DEA agent, and during the barbecue he shows Walter a news report about a local drug bust. The report highlights the huge sums of money involved in methamphetamine production. Hank jokingly invites Walter on a ride-along to see how the DEA works, and Walter surprisingly agrees. During the ride-along, Walter witnesses the aftermath of a meth lab raid. It's here that he sees a former student, Jesse Pinkman, escaping from a nearby house. Jesse is a small-time meth cook and dealer, and Walter recognizes an opportunity. Later, Walter confronts Jesse and makes a shocking proposition. Let's partner up. I'll cook and you'll sell. Jesse is hesitant at first, but Walter's desperation and promise of a high-quality product convince him to go along. Jesse's character adds humor and chaos to the partnership, contrasting with Walter's calculated approach. Despite their differences, this unlikely duo sets out to change the game and their lives. Walter and Jesse take an old RV out to the desert to cook their first batch of meth. Here we see Walter's expertise as a chemist shine. He creates a product that's nearly 100% pure, stunning Jesse and setting a new standard in the drug world. Walter's transformation begins as he starts to take pride in his work, even though it's illegal. However, success in the drug trade comes with dangers. Jesse's connections lead them to Crazy 8 and Emilio, two violent dealers. But things quickly spiral out of control when Emilio recognizes Walter from the DEA bust. Emilio and Crazy 8 confront Walter and Jesse in the desert, threatening their lives. In a life-or-death moment, Walter uses his chemistry skills to save himself. He creates a toxic gas that kills Emilio and incapacitates Crazy 8. This marks the first time Walter takes a life, crossing a moral line he can never uncross. It's a chilling moment that shows just how far Walter is willing to go to protect himself and his family's future. The pilot episode of Breaking Bad sets up some of the series' most important themes: morality, desperation, and transformation. Walter's decision to enter the drug trade isn't just about making money. It's about reclaiming control over his life. For years, Walter has been passive, allowing circumstances to dictate his path. But now with his life on the line, he's taking bold, dangerous actions. The episode also explores the thin line between good and evil. Walter starts as a sympathetic character, a man trying to provide for his family. But his actions, even in this first episode, hint at the darker path he's about to take. What makes Breaking Bad so compelling is how it forces viewers to question their own morality. Would you make the same choices as Walter? Is his desperation enough to justify his actions? These questions linger long after the episode ends. By the end of the episode, Walter returns home visibly changed. In an uncharacteristic display of passion, he kisses Skylar, showing newfound confidence and power. This marks the beginning of Walter White's transformation from a mild-mannered teacher to someone willing to do whatever it takes to survive. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more deep dives into Breaking Bad. Thanks for watching.